The word that is coming in is that the Israel military, in fact, is deploying dozens of armored vehicles towards the border with Gaza. As we've been pointing out, that the word that is coming from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is that there is going to be a strong retaliation. There is going to be revenge as far as this Black Day is concerned. And as part of that retaliation and that counter-offensive that we are seeing by Israel, now we are picking up that Israel's military, in fact, is now deploying dozens of armored vehicles towards the border with Gaza. The Gaza Strip, remember, continues to be that big area as far as the bone of contention is concerned. Earlier in the day, we'd also broken details in terms of the word that was coming in from Israel, where they'd gone on to say that a retaliation is on the right track. Till now, we've managed to kill anywhere between 300 to 400 Palestinian militants. But also to understand at this point is that the conflict is only increasing even as far as the Hamas's side is concerned. But first, let's bring in Siddhant to try and understand what is this kind of counter-offensive or the retaliation by Israel looking like. Siddhant, as we were pointing out, that Benjamin Netanyahu has made it very clear that there is going to be retaliation, there's going to be revenge for this Black Day. Help us understand as far as this counter-offensive is concerned.
Yes, counter-offensive is going on, and it's a situation of a war. Even Prime Minister Netanyahu said that yesterday while addressing the nation that Israel is in a state of war, and since then the airstrikes are being carried out in Gaza Strip. Even the settlements on that side of Lebanon, there have been airstrikes. The Hamas terrorists, some are still roaming inside the territory which is under Israel's control. So even those terrorists are being zeroed down, they are being neutralized. We are getting those visuals. But one very unfortunate incident has happened in Egypt, Alexandria, where two Israeli tourists were shot down. Now, post that particular incident, Israel has made an appeal to Egypt to beef up the security of Israeli tourists in Egypt, and also to beef up the security of the Israeli people linked to Israel.
Siddhant, we'll just request you to stay on with us, because exactly the information that Siddhant is bringing to us is the one that we're now getting, which is that Israel, in fact, has called on Egypt to enhance security for Israeli tourists. This after two of them, in fact, were killed in Alexandria. So as Siddhant was pointing out, Siddhant, is 2 the latest number that we have, or is there a fear that there could be more?
There is a fear that this could be more. Now, we don't know the reason that why this cop deployed on duty did so. Was there any altercation or heated argument before shooting down these two Israeli tourists? So that is something which will come up in a course of an investigation. But what we can tell our viewers right now is that Israel has perhaps made this overall this blanket appeal to all the countries across the globe to beef up the security of Israelis living in those countries. At the complexes, premises in India, also at various places. They in small numbers, Israeli community live peacefully. So even the security of those complexes have been beefed up. The same appeal Israel has made to Egypt after this unfortunate incident, because it's the most difficult times that Israel is witnessing, perhaps maybe in 50 years, when the entire security mechanism, electronic warfare system, border security have completely collapsed. And this is tough times, testing times for Israel and perhaps whole of West Asia. And this is the reason that Israel is appealing and requesting other countries to take care of Israeli citizens living there.
So Siddhant is pointing out, Siddhant, do stay on with us as